Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And I haven't done a video in a while because it's been Mother's Day over here in the UK, and I took my mum away for a few days, and I lost my phone. So I have two phones, one for like just normal every day, but then I have the one that I use for recording, and that one I lost, and I've just found it under the bed because my other phone is broken. I can't load videos to YouTube on my other phone. So I was kind of like, oh, okay, well, I can't do anything. So, and then when I came back, dropped my mum off and looked for the phone. So I thought, well, it must be here. And looked under the bed, and there it was. And I was like, oh, there you are. So sorry that I haven't done a video for a while. But I'm going to do from the Good Tarot, what do we need to know? So I hope everyone's been doing okay. And let's just see what Spirit, the universe, the power of love wants to tell us about our connections. So this is for those of us that resonate with this twin flame soul to soul energy. And the message is the King of Air. So the King of Air, I love this card because he kind of looks icy cold and he's there in his blue, which is all about the throat chakra. And that icy cold trying to hide behind, you know, the wall of ice that very often for lots of us, our twin flames give us, because that is part of the journey about listening and going into our inner truth. To listen to the intuition rather than what outside appearances might be telling. And very often they tell a very different story. So the King of Air, let's have a look. The King of Air is bringing us a message today. So we shall see. Let's have a little look. I hope everyone has been doing all right. The King of Air is intellectual authority, reason over instinct, intellect over passion, successful negotiation, rules and laws. Truth is everything. I think before I act. I work the universal laws with clear intention. Do I see how the foundations of the past affect the present and future? So yes, that's sort of like steely, hiding behind, you know, that kind of like that wall of kind of, you know, that basically just put up a facade, right? That wall of ice. But the King of Air is also, you know, this sort of like just knowing that they're right by your side, even though it's still, you know, the divine masculine energy. We're all part divine masculine, divine feminine. Doesn't matter about the sex, but you know what I mean. That divine counterpart energy is right by your side, and that is always what we need to remember. So what guidance does this great book want to give us? The best way out is always through. So the best way out is always through. And the other one on the other page, which is really great, is saying, look at life through the windshield, not the rear view mirror. So always, you know, it's that thing about always looking, when you look at your rear view mirror, you're kind of looking at your peripheral, you know, your peripheral vision, and just not accepting things just as they might see, right? And that's everything about these connections. We have to like delve deep. Go deep, go deep, go deep. So I'm also going to pull from the native spirit, and just to see, okay, native spirit is this. So the message is, what do we need to know from native spirit? What do we need to know from native spirit? What do we need to know from native spirit? Okay, so the message from Native Spirit is this. The Tribal Spirit Dance. The Tribal Spirit Dance. And this is about movement, about getting rid of stuck energy, you know, that feeling of like euphoria when you're dancing and letting go. And the first word is let go. So say yes to life, be daring, dance to your heart's desire, unfurl your wings and fly, cast aside conventions and restrictions, tune into the rhythm of life, laugh and explore, go beyond your predictable behavior. Sometimes life is messy and chaotic, and that's okay. Leave the dishes, run outside into the sprinklers. You are on the planet to be free. You don't always need to meet the expectations of others. You are here to explore, expand, and step into your extraordinary self. Of course, there are times to live an ordinary life, but there are also times to joyously fling your arms to the heavens and dance. Choose life on your terms. Clear out mental and emotional clutter. Move beyond those situations that you have outgrown. Don't accept the rules you have placed on yourself or that others have placed onto you. This is your time. Don't delay listening to the rhythm of your heart and following your dreams. So it's saying don't delay, you know, just get on with whatever your intuition is guiding you to do, even though it may seem totally ridiculous, you know. So the journey is this: turn on music and move. Tribal dance isn't about looking good. It's about feeling the beat inside your heart and expressing this with your body and your emotions. If you want to break free, then start first by expressing yourself wild and free, and the circumstances of your life will transform. So be wild and free, move, and you know, move your body. And so let's just, I am just going to read from the Divine Love Letter books. So again, these are all channelings between people's twins, higher selves, other messages from higher selves, you know, basically all of the guidance that is just wanting to come through, you know, to help us. Because no matter where we are, and I'm going to share from Tanya's book, T_Flourishing Goddess on Instagram. This is the page. Oh, there is divinity in, so the message is divine destruction. There is divinity in destruction. Seek out the perfection and the lesson in the breakdowns. Notice the glimmers of gratitude after the debris have settled, and you rebuild your foundation brick by brick, lesson by lesson, tentatively hopeful for the promise of a new beginning. Without doubt, that what has faded will be replaced with something far richer for your soul. If only you can learn to trust in the process. If only you can bravely surrender to change and not look back at the destruction, hoping to rebuild what it once represented. No, divine warrior, you must place every brick into an unknown jigsaw of divine perfection that is the now unfolding to you. You must fight to keep moving forwards and upwards with courage and grace, for what is ahead is a sacred space that will greet you with a loving embrace for believing in yourself and the power of alchemy. Oh, I love this book. It's so lovely and amazingly supportive, again, guidance from another divine feminine who has, you know, gone through this, is going through this never-ending, you know, cycle of birth, regrowth, letting go, birth, regrowth, letting go, which we all are doing constantly, all the time. And so we can all, you know, those words, like we all can appreciate them, was that they just hold so much meaning because we've all been there. So that was on page 63. So to be in keeping with the letter, I'm going to read letter 163. So let's have a look. 163 is this. I want you to stay with me, to feel me in your heart, to know that what we have together is true. The feeling is so powerful, and it's in us. It's in our hearts. It's in our minds. It's in our DNA. There's no running away from it anymore. We were built and created to come together, and I can feel that more and more within me. It's like nothing else makes sense. Whatever I try to do, think, or feel, it always leads me back to you. You are everywhere. Wherever I go, whatever I listen to, whatever magazines or papers or books I see, they all remind me of you. It's like your DNA is stamped on every living thing that's around me, reminding me every day that I should be with you, and I'm not. So believe in me that I'm going to be with you. There's no question that I'm going to find my way back to you. You are the only place I want to be. I'm like a fish out of water without you. It just doesn't feel right. I want you. Okay, so it talks about magazines there. And I have just been telling a friend to do this exercise. And this is an exercise that I was told to do. It's a brilliant exercise. If you just go flip through magazines, get a bunch of old magazines, flip through the magazines, and just pull out, cut out, or rip out anything that you're just instantly drawn to without thinking about it. That's the most important thing. Is it's not an exercise of thinking and like consciously doing it. You're basically using your subconscious to draw you to items that you are pulled towards, just using your instinct. And then afterwards, after you've gone through the magazines, after like 15 minutes or something of cutting out whatever you're cutting out, get a big piece of card and then put on all of these things that you've been drawn to from the magazines. And when you've laid it all out, then take a good look at what you have put on the paper and then basically write what the themes are of what you've noticed. And basically that is a really good way, because you'll see what comes through. You are essentially defining your own vision board for what you want in your life, even though you didn't do it consciously, because of course it's your subconscious that's coming through. So the best thing is to leave your kind of mind out of it and just go with whatever comes. But the reason why that was, so that I did that exercise before I knew anything about twin flames. But I had actually met my twin flame, and we'd gone into separation, and I was just losing the plot totally, and in a big way. And I went to this lady to do some sort of personal coaching, really. And she got me to do that exercise. And it's a really good exercise because I look back on it now and so many things that so one of the big things was when I met my twin, I had pink hair. And I was also wearing a green jumper. So I had pink hair and I was wearing a green jumper. And in this, when I reflected back and looked at everything that I'd pulled out of this, everything on the vision board, I could see that I was like, oh my God, I've been drawn to everything around. And it was basically all I knew was, oh my God, when I looked and then I had it all there, I could see that it was everything related to this person that I'd met, who I now know is my twin, but at the time I didn't. So I was just like, what? And so much of what is on that vision board has kind of manifested, but a lot of it was about, the things around my twin, which I then later realized was my twin flame, and what that connection meant, and sort of everything. So it's a really good exercise. And if you are sort of like stuck and wanting to know what sort of direction to go in, or just need a bit of help, just thinking, I need to know which direction to put my life towards, then do that as an exercise. But now the premise of it is quite difficult, because you don't want to have to think about the things that you're drawn to. That's the whole point. Put your brain aside, just go through magazines and rip out whatever you're instinctively drawn to. So that's that. So 163, really good exercise to do, actually, just to keep you mindful around what are the things that your higher self wants to drive you towards. So 163, book 2. Just know that you're doing an amazing job. We are all so proud of you. It's not easy, and nobody ever said it was going to be a walk in the park. But you are making such great headway. You are so near the finish line to the next race. Remember, the race never ends, but we do gravitate through the races of life. Trust that you are winning, even though it may not feel like it. You are. We salute you. We are cheering you on, and you have so much support behind you. Your mind would be blown. Keep going. Okay, so that's that one. Keep going. Keep going. Last one, 163. Oh my God, this is future children. So we want to paint this place in gold and light up the sky with a neon rainbow. Yes, we are waiting. Yes, we chose you. And you both chose us. So yes is the answer to your question. And yes is the answer to almost every question that is going through your mind. Trust in the rainbow and believe in the power of divine love to create miracles all over your life and ours. Oh my God. Ah, oh, that is quite... I asked specifically today for a sign about children. Ah, that's quite... So, yeah. Oh my God, look. Just cut the deck about kids. Ah, okay, so let's just have a little look. Okay, so here we go. Time to have some fun. Play hard. Next one. Balance. We are all seeking balance. So through play, we find balance. Last one. The time apart that's happening in this connection is helping to bring much more clarity. And even though, you know, and that's what it does, doesn't it? It's however hard it is, you know, we all like the more that the path goes, the more the sort of like the awareness sinks in, the more kind of like deep knowing there is. You kind of like just resign, you know, to magic, right? Let's see. 39. Today, I light my path with magic and divine destiny. So today, I light my path with magic and divine destiny. There we go. That is the message. So for all of my books, like the Magic Mantra books, the other Mantra books, the Divine Love Ladder books, please look to the description box. All details are below in the description box. For Tanya's book, like I said, T_Flourishing Goddess on Instagram, and you click on the link in her bio, and you can also get this book from Amazon, direct from Amazon, in the same way as my books, and they come very quickly, which is good. So that is how you can support the channel and support all of these creations of divine love. I just cut it at Twin Flame. So there we go. That's the message for today. I really hope that helps. And I've missed being away. I can't believe it's been a week. So it's nice to be back. I'll be back. It's nice to find my phone. I was starting to think, oh dear, I've lost it. But all good. So I hope everyone's okay, and I'll be back tomorrow with another message. But in the meantime, I hope you stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.